Ever feel like you're your own mystery, holding the key to unlocking your full potential? If you're tired of battling against yourself, join me on a journey to uncover the hidden forces driving your actions. It's time to untangle the knots of self-sabotage and ignite the spark of curiosity within. Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery together. Hey guys, this is Ahimsa here, and welcome to this first part of the mini-series that is all about healing the mind, becoming the best version of yourself, and learning how to overcome your brain. I'm gonna be showing you how to gain your freaking power back, my love. I'm gonna be teaching you how to gain control back over your life in every single form, shape, and aspect of the word itself. Trust me when I say this, you hold the true key to unlocking your full potential. Nothing else outside of you can give you this power except yourself. And the thing is that the only reason why you haven't gotten to where you want to be in life yet is because you forgot where the key is. You forgot that you have that capability to find that key, to unlock that new pathway for yourself. And let me tell you this, if you guys have ever heard of the term manifesting, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Everything that I'm gonna be teaching you is exactly how you're gonna be able to manifest the life that you want, how you're gonna wanna be able to manifest the true you, the essence of you that you want to embody in your life, because we are all deserving of that. In life, we were taught how to stay small. We were taught how to shrink. We were taught how to conform. I wanna break you out of that pattern, my love. I want you guys to learn that you guys have had wings this entire time in your life. And the thing is that you never gave yourself an opportunity to come to the edge of a cliff and realize that you could have flew this whole time. But the thing is that some people may have clipped your wings throughout life, even in your own upbringing and your own past. You were taught to believe a lot of the opposite. You were taught to believe that there's this sense of unworthiness within you, that you can't achieve the things that you want in life unless it means struggling, unless it means turmoil, unless it means sacrificing other things to get something else in return. And the thing with that is I say, screw it. Because yes, there are gonna be those highs and lows in life that we're gonna go through. Obviously, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I mean in terms of life and worth and power and capability, specifically, I'm talking about your brain, okay? And the thing with your brain, there are people that you're gonna meet in your life that might make you feel as if you were to say, wow, I wanna be just like that. But then you don't know how. How do you get from A to B? And that's what we're gonna be diving into today. In order to be able to dive into that, in order to learn how to gain power back over your lives, we gotta get down into the nitty-gritty of the basics. We gotta build building blocks, one after the other, to get to the very, very top of your goal, to your priority, which is to learn how to gain power over your thoughts, how to gain power over your feelings. And the only way we can do that is by teaching you what's beneath that, what's underneath the iceberg, if you've ever heard of that expression. Hopefully you have, or else I just sound a little bit weird. Aside from that is also learning what makes you you right now in this very moment. How have you gotten to where you are today? Why have you gotten to where you are today with what you think revolves around this sense of you that you have built? A lot of things have led you to creating the opinions that you have in life, the belief systems that you have in life, the morals and values, and all the things that make you you. You have had some sort of experience to get you to those conclusions for yourself. We're gonna be understanding how, what, where, and why made you what you are today. And I'm super, super, super excited for this because I want everyone to be successful in their life. I want everyone to reach for their dreams, reach for the freaking stars, because that is what we're capable of. But the thing is that you guys have forgotten that, and I gotta help you guys dig deep to find that magic within you all. So let's dive into this topic. Let's go. So in order to understand your brain for the sake of overcoming any type of self-sabotage that you are going through in your life, whether it's a habit, a tendency, a belief system, a thought pattern, a mindset, any of those and beyond that, you first have to know that you have 3 layers inside of your brain that have gradually evolved over time. But hopefully you haven't heard of it, and if you have, cool, because you deserve a refresher, because if you know about this and you are still not where you want to be today, that's an issue, okay? The very first layer of your brain actually resides inside the very deep center of your brain itself. You get the cerebellum and you get the brainstem. These are actually what makes up a part of your brain known as the reptilian layer of your brain. But what's actually more fascinating about this is it's actually one of the most oldest prehistoric layers of the brain. And this is actually a part of the brain that is inside other reptiles, hence why it's called reptilian. If you haven't put the dots together yet. This layer is also what's known as not only the oldest part of your brain, but also the most primitive and survival-based layer of your brain. It is the survival-based mechanism that resides within you. It's the thing that came from prehistoric times to keep us alive, to keep us running from any threats that we see our way. The reptilian layer of our brain is actually what is responsible for your heart rate. It controls those different bodily functions that we're not really aware of, but it also is what helps create the fight or flight response in the nervous system. The fight or flight response is what we know to experience in today's reality as anxiety attacks, panic attacks, those hyperventilating feelings where you feel like you want to run outside of your own body, but you feel like you can't because technically we can't and we have nowhere to go, so we just start freaking out and it's hard to breathe through it and we feel like we can't breathe and blah, 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 blah. Exactly how I was talking is exactly what anxiety feels like, and that's exactly what your body does. It kicks into fight or flight response when it comes to feeling like it is being threatened. And this layer is the thing that will trigger that ride or die kind of energy within you to want to take action. But because it is also the most historic areas of our brain, it is also one of the most dumbest because it cannot tell the difference between you being late to work type of anxiety and there's a burglar in your house, you better run anxiety. So, you know, those two things are very different energies, but that layer does not care. So, you know, love-hate relationship, but it's there for a reason and it's there because it was supposed to help us during those times. And it still helps us because if we were ever put in life or death situations, we need that area to be alive. Even though this is an important area, this layer wouldn't be its own layer without all the other two layers going in it. So we got the center. Now what we're gonna be diving into is the very second layer that wraps around the reptilian layer, which is what's known as the mammalian layer. So again, just like reptilian, mammalian layer is exactly what it means. This is a layer in your brain that we actually share with different mammals, such as cats, dogs, horses. I can't think of other mammals on the spot, but you get what I mean. The mammalian layer is what's also known in today's society as the limbic system and the emotional brain. This mammalian layer is what is responsible for regulating your emotions, creating emotional responses to things, and having a pleasurable experience in life. It is the layer in your brain that is going to do everything in its power to make sure you enjoy your life, that you can form emotional, strong connections with others, because this part of your brain is what's going to help you form good connections with certain things that will ensure your survival, that will ensure your safety, ensure that you are not when it comes to living a good life. So what that means is it's the thing that helps you have that pleasurable feeling, those chemicals getting released in your body when it comes to like eating food, drinking water, exercising, doing the things that are meant for you to have an overall good well-being and good lifestyle. In shape, this is what influences your life as a whole because it's the thing that's gonna help you decide between where to go in life and where not to go in life. And the reason for that is because this part of your brain depends solely on memory, emotional memory, based off the experiences that you've had in your life to date. So this part of your brain is going to remember all those crucial moments in your life that changed you in some way, your perception, your perspective, or your life. It's also the area of the brain that works with the reptilian layer of the brain to help it tell when to turn on that fight or flight response and when not to turn it on. However, there's a little bit of a side note that should be very highlighted. In order to dive into it, we got to get to the very, very last layer here. It's the biggest layer. It's actually what makes up, on average, 80% of our brain mass today. And this is what's known as the cognitive layer of your brain. This is the layer of your brain that makes you what you are today. It's what lets you have abstract thinking abilities. It's what helps you really have that feeling of differentiating from right from wrong, having strategic planning, being able to really think about concepts beyond our imagination. It's what actually helps you have your own imagination and have that creative thinking style. It's the layer that helps with responsible decision making, higher level thinking, reasoning, and so much more. This part of your brain is what makes you human. And this is the kind of exciting part because since this cognitive layer of your brain, which is also known as the neocortex or thinking part of your brain, it is also this area where you have an opportunity to unlock so much unfulfilled potential you have no clue that you hold within you. Let's make this as simple as possible so you can walk away from this video and feel a sense of empowerment with the knowledge that you've just gained when it comes to this video and what you're watching. So let's say, okay, now you learned the 3 layers of the brain, hence this, right? But now let's make it even more simple for you. We have 2 different versions of a self that lies inside each and every one of us. And I love to call them the subconscious self and the conscious self. This is a little bit of a teaser for exactly what we're going to be diving into in the second part of this mini series. There's just so many things that I need to get into with you guys. So I highly recommend that you subscribe because I'm trying to build a tribe, a community of like-minded people that want to believe in each other, that want to push each other to be the best versions of themselves, because healing is a very lonely journey if we let it be a lonely journey. Highly recommend you stay tuned, because next month is when I'm going to be uploading that next part of the video. If that is too long and you're like, Ahimsa, why the heck are you doing this and why is it taking so long? Well, the exact reasoning behind that is actually because every week I upload a different type of healing tool that you can use to become the best version of yourself. This week was about a wild card series. I chose this series because I love the brain, and also because I do believe in order to heal and become the best version of yourself, we got to combine the science with the things we cannot see in the world. It's about finding that nice harmony within ourselves, in that center of having both things in our lives in order to become the best version of ourselves, in order to have that wholesome energy within us. I'm excited to show all of you guys this stuff. Welcome to the journey of growth here. Welcome to the journey of self-discovery. Let's go. Sending you guys so much love. Have a beautiful day. And again, stay tuned, because this next video in this series is going to be a juicy one. Bye guys.